Hello and welcome to Breaking into the Light, where we get to the emotional root of the issue. My name is Misty Love, and I am a certified EFT practitioner utilizing the emotional freedom technique, or some know it as tapping. I add in muscle testing to be more precise and as a diagnostic in finding the actual emotional root cause. So last week, it was just me, and I worked through an issue of feeling a lack of being able to express love to myself and others. And we've got Valentine's Day coming up, so I guess it's a good time for that. So I sometimes felt that in my own journey that I've worked on clear boundaries so much that I've gone overboard a little bit to where the feminine softness is almost gone. So I definitely feel a softening this week, like they can both coincide harmoniously together, whereas I didn't really feel that before. So I guess boundaries with a softness to them is a way to explain it. So this week we have Vyvy here with us. Hi, Vyvy. Okay, so Vyvy holds multiple roles in both traditional and non-traditional roles. Vyvy, will you share with us about your professional roles?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, my traditional role is I do have a full-time salary job. I'm the lead engineer on that project, so that's been really great. I've been doing that for so long. And then I also have multiple small businesses. It's just something I'm a bit of a serial entrepreneur, I would say. So one of them is your number one fan. So I make these tutus and I make fans and do the art or work with other artists and stuff like that, get licensed art to print on that. And so that's really fun. I go to different events and promote that and other small businesses as well. And then I also have Airbnbs. I'm currently building out my fourth one right now. So that's really exciting. And I also do some consulting. So think of it as life coach, but more of a fun take on things of how to brand your business, how to achieve your goals, that kind of thing. So those are probably the main core businesses that I'm currently working on, but I do a couple of other things too for fun.
So tell me how you do it all.
Yeah, I honestly have to do a lot of energetic work to be able to maintain all of it. So I see Misty here, like pretty regularly, and I also see other holistic style doctors as well. And I know this sounds strange for some, but I do regular therapy too because I feel like it's very helpful for me to kind of keep my brain in check. And I honestly check in with myself the most. So self care is my number one priority. Making sure I surround myself with people that make me feel good and activities and stuff that align with me. And the more I do that, the more I can do, and with joy. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy everything that I'm doing, and I genuinely just love living life and having all these new fun experiences. And I just do that by continuing to align to myself and making sure that my North Star is that's what I'm always going towards instead of, doing what I feel like other people might want me to do. So a lot of this energetic work has helped me to be able to stay aligned and release what doesn't, serve me anymore so that I can align with what does.
Absolutely. I love that.
Thanks.
And for those of you out there, some of my clients do see a regular therapist and they do also see me. Really, truly two totally different things. So I will never say not to go to a therapist, and I will send people to therapists when they need more of what they do and less of what I do. Um, or they need both. So, okay, Vyvy, are you ready for a little mini session? Okay. So, um, of course, you have the option of a breakthrough, something you want to break through, and you also have the option of doing the priority. The priority is a little bit more daring for those of you listening, because who knows what can come up.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for priority, please.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to test. Okay, to muscle test.
Yeah.
Okay, to process through an emotion, unlimited belief, trapped emotions.
Fun.
Do you want to guess where they are or no?
No, I'll let you do it this time.
Because you just never know what you think it is. It might not be, right?
Yeah.
Okay, trapped emotions. Okay, so trapped emotions in a trapped emotions in an organ, trapped emotions in a gland. Okay, trapped emotions in see adrenal glands, trapped emotions in thyroid. Are we looking at parathyroid, thyroid? Okay. Okay, so let's see how many. I feel like starting at 100,000. Sorry, Vyvy.
That sounds about right.
Okay, so trapped emotions in thyroid. How many? 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, more than 300,000. Okay, so I'm gonna write down 300, 310,000, 320,000, 330,000, 340,000, 350,000, 360,000, 370,000, 380,000. So 370, 1, 2, 371,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 400. This is going to be a fun number to tap on.
I know. Yeah,
400,
I gotta say it all.
440, 440. So 371,440.
Sweet.
I'm gonna have to put that number right here in front of me.
Yeah, I don't have my iPad this time, so it's gonna be.
Okay, so we don't need the emotion. These are all semblances of one emotion. We don't necessarily need the emotion to process this, but Vyvy, do you want to know what that emotion
Yes,
is?
I always like to know, please.
Okay. Okay. Have to do with anger. Is it anger? No, it's a semblance of anger though. Um, rage, exasperated, irritable, envy, disgust, hate, hostile, agitated, frustrated, annoyed comes up. There's 321 trapped, 440 trapped emotions having to do with annoyed, feeling annoyed, feeling annoyed. Okay.
I feel like I already know the situation that it is.
That what?
I said I feel like I already know the situation, like that maybe triggered the needing a release for this, even though if this is obviously like probably lifetime stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like we have worked on thyroid before, so it's just like probably the last few years or something. Do I have to talk about the situation, or can I just think about it?
You don't have to.
Okay.
No, really truly, like you don't even need that emotion. We can just
Yeah,
tap on
I
these
was just curious.
emotions. Yeah.
No, that's fine. I'm happy to still tap on it. I was just curious because I like to know, but I want to check.
Oh, do you want me to check on the situation, or is that what you're saying?
Like I don't want to have to speak on it.
Okay, no,
I
no,
don't.
no, no,
Yeah.
you don't have to. No.
Okay.
Actually, tapping a lot of times for those out there, you really just have to think about it in your head. Sometimes people don't want to tell me certain things. Like I'll know the emotion and how many trapped emotions or like what age it goes back to.
Mm-hmm.
And some people don't even want to tell me what the event is, and that's fine as long as they have it in their head and they're tapping. It will process. It can process still. So
Okay.
um, and yes, these are from the last time we worked on thyroid trapped emotions. There's been a lot of feeling annoyed apparently, and it's obviously to breaking point because this is what's priority for you right now.
Yeah, that is a lot. Let's go.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, so let's start at karate chop point. Even though
Even though
I have 371,440
I have 371,440. Yeah.
good job. Trapped emotions in my
Trapped
thyroid.
in my thyroid.
having to do with feeling annoyed.
having to do with feeling annoyed.
I choose to process all of these trapped emotions now.
I choose to process all of these trapped emotions now.
And I throw them into the hot, fiery, burning sun.
And I throw to the hot, fiery, burning sun.
Yep. Woof. And there's your yawn. We've already got some release there. So that's good. We already triggered that. Okay. All of these trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
All of these trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
All of this annoyance stuck in my thyroid.
All of the annoyance stuck in my thyroid.
All of the feeling annoyed stuck in my thyroid.
All of the feeling annoyed stuck in my thyroid.
The emotion of feeling annoyed stuck in my thyroid.
The emotion of feeling annoyed stuck in my thyroid.
That's an awful lot of instances.
That's an awful lot of instances.
Stuck in my thyroid.
Stuck in my thyroid.
Fingertips. My thyroid.
My thyroid.
Let's take a big deep breath. I like that yawn. Okay, let's go top of head. I give my thyroid permission to process all of these trapped emotions now.
I give my thyroid permission to process all of these trapped emotions now.
Okay, take a big deep breath. Okay, there's still some left still, so let's keep going.
Okay.
Okay, all of the trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
All of the trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
All of the trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid. There we go. I just have to see something ridiculous sometimes.
I know. All of the trapped emotions. Wait, all of the trapped emotions stuck in my thyroid.
I did it to make you kind of good job with that. Okay, so that worked. Sometimes I just say something silly or make somebody laugh or something, and it helps to shift whatever's left or whatever's being difficult. So that worked.
Yeah.
So okay, so let's see if there's anything else to work on. There is.
Oh boy. Is it an I
am? No, it's not a tapping in. It's like actually something else
okay.
You might sleep good tonight. I hope you're planning on sleeping good tonight.
I really hope I am
too. Okay. Process through an emotion with the root, trapped emotions, limiting belief comes up.
Okay.
I'm gonna need my glasses for that one. Okay. Okay. And there's another processing yawn. I love it.
Yep.
You got some good stuff tonight, Vyvy.
I know.
Okay, so I have here in front of me a chart that has to do with it. How do I say that? A belief testing chart, essentially, that goes by chakras, and I'm able to use the chart to get to the limiting belief that Vyvy needs to process. So it is the quickest way to find a limiting belief in this book of 1,000 limiting beliefs.
Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so you need to process a limiting belief from root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra.
I already knew it because I was clearing my throat before we started. So.
And then let's see, line 1, line 2, line 3, 4. Line 4. Okay, and we're looking at a negative belief. I have the option of negative or positive beliefs, and this one is a negative. So I'm gonna go through these. Feel like I have no authority in my life. I don't have the right or power to choose. Other people have emotional control over me. Do you feel like other people have emotional control over you?
Feel like they have emotional control over me. However, I do still feel like I'm impacted by other people's actions and emotions, even though if it does not have to do with me. Like people's outbursts or lashing out and things like that, like is is a byproduct of their own environment and their own mental health and their own things that they have going on in their life. And I have noticed that sometimes even if I'm far removed from people, I will get, feel a certain kind of way, whether it's bad or sad or whatever, you know what I mean? But really, we're so far removed that it doesn't make sense why that person's emotions are affecting me.
That is the fun in being an empath for sure, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so how do we want to change this from other people have emotional control over me? What sounds better for you?
I have emotional control over myself. That or other people don't have emotional control over me, which is kind of generic, but I mean, I feel like if I have control of my own like emotions, I think that's more impactful to me, I guess.
Okay, so we want to do the negative though. We want to
That's true.
other people, we can, because remember with tapping, we're coming to neutral. So whether we say positive or negative, it's going to bring us to neutral. It's not ever going to take us to negative.
We just say I don't have emotional control over whatever it is. I forgot what the rest of it was.
Other people have emotional control over me.
Yeah.
So if we do that, that can be in the negative, and then we can tap in. I have emotional
Yeah.
control. How should we do that? I have
Emotional control over myself.
okay. Control. Do you want to do I have emotional control over myself even with other people around, even with other people's emotions, something like that?
Despite other people's emotions.
Say that again.
Despite other people's emotions.
I like that. Other I love it. Okay, so let's start at karate chop point again. Even though
Even though
I, sorry, let's start again. Your body's already saying let's get rid of this. You're already
yeah,
yawning. Okay, even though
even though
other people have emotional control over me,
other people have emotional control over me,
I love and accept myself anyway.
I love and accept myself anyway.
I choose to release this limiting belief now,
I choose to release this limiting belief now,
which is very subconscious,
which is very subconscious,
and I throw it into the hot, fiery, burning sun.
and I throw it into the hot, fiery, burning sun.
Okay, so inner eyebrow, other people have emotional control over me.
Other people have emotional control over me.
I don't like that other people have emotional control over me.
I don't like that other people have emotional control over me.
Under eye, other people have emotional control over me sometimes.
Other people have emotional control over me sometimes.
Upper lip, other people have emotional control over me.
Other people have emotional control over me.
Chin, other people have emotional control over me sometimes.
Other people have emotional control over me sometimes.
And this is the part of me that's an empath and sometimes lets it in.
Sorry, I was burping to release. Can you say that again, please?
I'm glad you were burping. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That is a very good release too,
I
along with the
know.
yawning. Um, okay. Other people have emotional control over me,
Other people have emotional control over me,
and that is because of the part of me that's an empath
and that is because of the part of me that's an empath
that sometimes lets the emotions in,
that sometimes lets the emotions in,
or other people's emotions.
other people's emotions in.
Okay, fingertips. Other people have emotional control over me sometimes. Yes, this is good, Vyvy.
Yes. Other people have emotional control over me sometimes.
Okay, top of head. I give myself permission to release this limiting belief now.
I give myself permission to release this limiting belief now.
Okay, take a big deep breath right there. Good job. Good job. For those of you that are listening, Vyvy is yawning and burping and all kinds of good releasing going on here. So
You're welcome.
yeah, I love it. I love it. I've never celebrated burping and yawning so much in my life before
Yeah,
becoming an EFT practitioner.
I know. It
I love
definitely
it.
helps me to know that we're on the right track. You know what
Right,
I mean?
for sure. Absolutely. Okay, let's tap in. I have emotional control over myself despite other people's emotions.
Okay.
Wow. There's another yawn. I love this. This is really good
Yeah.
because it's setting a boundary right here for
Yeah.
your empath self because you're an empath. It's
Yeah.
setting that boundary despite other people's emotions. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So let's start at top of head. I have emotional control over myself
I have emotional control over myself
despite other people's emotions.
despite other people's emotions.
There's another yawn. I love it. Inner eyebrow. I have emotional control over myself despite other people's emotions.
I have emotional control over myself despite other people's emotions.
Okay, outer eyebrow.
I have emotional control over myself despite other people's emotions.
Under eye.
I have
I have
emotional control of myself despite other people's emotions.
good job. Upper lip.
I have emotional control of myself despite other people's emotions.
Chin.
I have emotional control of myself despite other people's emotions.
Collarbone points.
I have emotional control over myself despite other people's emotions.
Big deep breath. Okay. We got another yawn. We are slowly reading this out of you.
Oh my gosh.
Fingertip points.
I have emotional control over myself despite other people's emotions.
Top of head.
I have emotional control over myself despite other people's emotions.
Okay, one last big deep breath. Good job. We're messing up our makeup too. Dang it,
That's
Vyvy.
okay. This is what happens.
Okay. Let's see. I have emotional control over myself despite other people's emotions. That's processed. And other people have emotional control over me. That's processed. Okay. So I'm gonna check to see if we need to tap anything in now. Though that's a Vyvy fan right there. PS. Can we see it?
Yeah.
These are the fans that Vyvy makes. That's
It's
awesome.
UV printed so that it glows in black light. This is actually the small one. It fits like better in your purse and stuff. I just had it in my center console, so trying
Those
to
are
dry my
awesome.
fingers.
I don't think I've seen the bigger version. I think I've seen a smaller version.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's cool. That was perfect. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Okay, so you do need to tap something in now, even though you just tapped in that positive belief.
Okay.
Do a final tap in of a good emotion having to do with love, joy. Is it joy? No. Enthralled, elated. It's your favorite one. I am enthusiastic.
Yeah. Great.
I should have let you guess it. Okay. Start at top of head.
Enthusiastic. I'm enthusiastic.
Outer eyebrow.
I'm enthusiastic.
Under eye.
I'm enthusiastic.
Upper lip.
I'm enthusiastic.
Chin.
I'm enthusiastic.
Collarbone point.
I am enthusiastic.
There you go. Louder, as loud as you can up top.
I'm
With a yawn. I love it. Okay. Vyvy,
yes.
that is it for tonight. Your body is saying done, no more, please, and I want to sleep.
Yeah, seriously.
And I want to sleep well. Do you have any questions or any thoughts on what we've done here tonight?
The only thoughts I would say are just more so like closing out of just like this is every time we have a session and it's priority, it's always something that I already needed to work on. What was kind of cool is usually, I'm telling you the situation and then we come with priority and it always aligns. But this was kind of cool because it's like there was no conversation and it's still aligned. And it was cool to kind of see it from a different perspective of not actually talking about what happened and still being able to release it from like multiple areas, because I feel like it's not just like, oh, one and done. It was like, hey, this one and then this one and this, they're all kind of tied in together to help kind of support me through this. So that's exciting.
Absolutely. I love that. It really does always just circle around and be right aligned, and we find the right thing, whatever's on top and needs to process. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I love it.
All right, Vyvy, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
And then we will see you next week too, as kind of a follow-up, and
Okay.
see how, if you noticed anything different. We did
Okay.
a couple of really big things today. So,
Yeah, I'm excited.
and then for all of you out there, if you got something out of this podcast today, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.